pretty much a big thing about all of them. I did theater for 10 years, and then I had a buddy who was doing comedy, and he invited me out to an open mic, and I saw him bomb and then not die. So I was like, oh, so you could just go and then not die, even if it's bad. I think I can go and not die. So that's what I did. And it did all right, and then I kept doing it. So. It was really refreshing, because I'd always loved comedy and stand-up comedy. But I just did theater, so I was used to sharing the stage, and I was really excited about not having to do that. David Tell's Skanks for the Memories. It's an amazing album. Yeah, it got me, it really, because I was able to regurgitate that album at parties. That like the comment. Yeah, and when everyone's fucking drunk and stoned, David Tell Skanks for the Memories. I just repeat his jokes, and it was great. Yeah, I was really so. Awesome. I liked him because he's different, he's weird, and he covers a lot of topics, and you know, he's just real funny. Like, I was really into Upright Citizens Brigade. Like, watching, I really enjoyed their sketches. And Kids in the Hall. Like, yeah, really good. Yeah, so good.
That's one with the serial killer who's like...
Yeah, no, this is great. There's really great original sketches. Like, it was like Lauren Michaels' backup project to SNL. So it was like the really stuff that they would never get away with on SNL.
It was Canadian, right?
Yeah, it was the Canadian SNL basically, but not live. So yeah, those are probably the best sketch shows that I. And like Citizens Brigade, they continued on and they like run improv schools and
yeah, they're really UCB's like huge. Yeah.
You know, I love all sitcoms. I don't know if there's like a specific like comedy one. I mean, Futurama's my all-time favorite show.
Woo!
Yeah, all-time favorite show. It's really funny and it has really great comedy writing. And like, and it's all a lot of it's just visual. So it's really funny.
I have the game.
I don't know. It's Friends, right? Friends is funny. There's just a lot of seasons. I would say Blazing Saddles now that I've got.
Yo, Blazing Saddles, like
it was like that or Young Frankenstein, because like I'm a big Gene Wilder, Mel Brooks fan.
Yeah.
And so like, but like as of like the whole movie, watching it over again, and like being like I appreciate this.
It holds up.
Genre as a cold. Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's glad like all of it's fun. David Tell has this really like fun slur of bits after he talks about like bus stations and like how like terrorists would never do it because they walk in and they're like, someone's already done this bitch. But he like continues on about like a dude with one tooth and a dude with one leg, and it's probably the longest slur of like consecutive jokes that he did because he's so random off that. And also Ben Bailey has a realism of expression joke. That was good. Yeah. I would really like to go on with David Tell. Like, I've even messaged him. He messaged me back once and then didn't check my responding to his response.
David Tell left you on the
right. No, but like I feel like the crowds would sort of like gloss over the same kind of like fields. I wouldn't mind opening for somebody like Ben Bailey. Ben Bailey's really seems like a real cool dude, and like he likes comedy and he's smart and stuff like that. But yeah, probably those. Greg Giraldo, so we don't have to repeat it. But like that guy's really great at roasting, but he's dead. Oh, who's the guy who always did all the old roasts?
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Yes, that's what
I'd love to be picked apart by Don Rickles. I would like Jerry Seinfeld to make fun of me, because Jerry Seinfeld would have like a very like thing I wouldn't think about, like some simple that I'm doing like with my jeans or something. You know what I mean? Something like real off the cuff. Patrice O'Neill would probably roast the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And Let's just be consistent. Dave Attell, right? But he would be a really bad roaster.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him attempt it. Because he's all shaky and old and doesn't drink anymore. Like my main goal and profession is just like to do stand-up comedy. But I would really like I'm trying to get into like voice acting and maybe a little bit of acting. But like my overall goal is to do stand-up. I mean, if somebody wants to like put me in a writing room and I'll bounce ideas off of them and they pay me for that, that's cool. But I'm not like a writer or like writing out things like that. So mostly I'm just a performer because I did theater. A lot of the people I started doing comedy with, they were on Conan and Late Night this year. A lot of my friends are touring the country, and so I hope in the next 5 years that I will have performed on Late Night as well. I just have like kids, so I had to go like a lot slower than all my like single friends who just like moved out to LA. But I'm friends with them all. I've been doing comedy as long as with them. I think that I feel like that's where I'm headed. Everything's under Austin Mann Comedy, Mann with 2 N's. It's Austin Mann Comedy on Instagram. You can find my fan page, Austin Mann Comedy, on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter, but I don't post anything. I probably am going to link up my Instagram to it, but that's about it. Those are where you can find me. I'd like for audiences to be really like surprised in a good way that they thought I was funny. They're like, I didn't think those kind of jokes would make me laugh, but you know, they was silly and they're laughing at me and they like I want everyone, no matter who they are, like what kind of comedy, you know, college kids or old people, it doesn't matter. I want everyone to be like, you know what? He talked about dicks, but you know, I've dealt with a few dicks in my day. You know, like, and everyone just relates to. I'm comedian Augustine, and I'm going to be featured on cuties.com. It's a really great comedy website if you're into like the inner workings of what comedians are thinking and how they're doing comedy, and if you just like to laugh, check it out.